Tembo educates 0 to 6-year-old children around the world via text messages. The Nigerian slum you just saw is called Makoko, where Jasmine lives. Jasmine's a mother like millions of other mothers. She wants her children to be educated. However, what's available to her now lacks quality, isn't accessible, and she can't afford it. Regarding lack of quality, it's not that they don't have schools in developing nations. In fact, there's tons of schools. However, the schools are more like daycare drop-off centers rather than educational institutions. Typically, they have little to no materials, no curriculum, and poor teacher attendance. Regarding access, most times education is simply inaccessible. Transportation is time-consuming, costly, and sometimes not even possible. Regarding affordability, for those at the base of the pyramid, the few high-quality institutions that are available are out of reach financially. The infrastructure, materials, and teacher salaries make it too expensive and unaffordable for parents. We solve these problems, first by using a high-quality curriculum derived from evidence-based activities developed through research done by Harvard, Pearson, PBS, and LEGO. We make it accessible by using the world's most popular form of communication, SMS text messages. And lastly, we make it affordable because we utilize the telecom's existing distribution channels by texting the curriculum to parents' phones. Our high-quality curriculum is overseen by PhD experts from Harvard, Sesame Street, and UNICEF. And the reason we chose text messages is because over 89% of the world uses it, making our education accessible to millions of children around the world, regardless of where they reside. And by delivering our curriculum via text, we are using the telecom's existing distribution channel, lowering our distribution costs, which reduces our prices, making it more affordable for the parents. Here's how it works. We text one daily activity to the parent. The parent then educates their child in their own home. For educating their child and answering our daily quiz correctly, we reward the parent with free minutes in text to their mobile phone. For illiterate or uneducated parents, we provide a trained and certified home educator to teach parents how to perform the activities with their child. So how do we make money? Parents pay a monthly subscription to receive their daily text message activities. And for the parents that need home educators, we pay the educators a salary, therefore creating job opportunities. And by providing the parents with a monetary incentive of free minutes and text, we are ultimately giving back a portion of their subscription. As you can see, this lean model is very scalable and poised to grow rapidly over the next few years. TechCrunch states that EdTech is the next fintech, and McKinsey reports that mobile education is a $70 billion market. We can scale to any market in the world that has mobile phones. There's 6 billion in the world that use SMS, 2 billion live in the slums, and 600 million live in sub-Saharan Africa, which is why it became our initial target market. More children live there than anywhere else in the world. But how are we going to reach that many children so quickly? Here's the best part. By launching Tembo in the US market, we can leverage revenue made in the US to reach more children living in developing nations, accelerating global scale. We looked into using the famous one-for-one model of Tom's shoes. However, that wasn't enough. We decided to use the one-for-many, meaning with every US subscription, Tembo will educate many children in need across the entire globe. And for those living in developing nations, we decided on a price point of less than 10% of their monthly income, $7.50. For that $7.50, parents receive a home educator if they need it, materials, the activities sent to their phone, and their reward for educating their child, ultimately resulting in a 36% profit margin per parent. Over the next 5 years, we'll generate a substantial profit while educating children around the world. We're on track to educate over 2 million children, create new jobs for home educators, and empower over 1 million mothers to be their child's first and most important teacher. Our team is comprised of individuals ranging from MBAs to PhDs. I'm on the leadership board at Harvard University's Graduate School of Education. Samantha has educated children already in Kenya, and Dr. Eric has worked with the Clinton Global Initiative Company for the past 10 years, educating over 18,000 children. In January of last year, we were lucky enough to be published in Forbes magazine as the top 30 entrepreneurs under 30 and have been featured in various platforms across the U.S. We're advised directly by the CPO of Sprint and former president of Verizon Wireless, and my direct mentor is the founding president of Omedear Network. We've recently partnered with Save the Children to perform academic assessments on our children. They're known as the world's largest children's foundation. We'd now like to have Michael, one of the 3-year-old boys in our Nigerian program, perform one of the activities for you.
Mike, are you happy? Yes. Come on, sorry. Michael, part of the body. Where is your head? Where is your eyes? Where is your nose? Where is your mouth? Where is your ears? Where is your hand? Where is your leg? What am I doing?
In order to help more children like Michael, we are asking for $1 million, which will provide 3 things: the ability for our founders to work on Tembo full-time for 3 years, the ability for us to finalize and maintain our texting automation platform, and the ability for us to publish research to demonstrate credibility, ultimately enabling us to develop B2B sales opportunities with schools and government. The $1 million enables Tembo to educate over 13,000 children and create financial sustainability by breaking even across 2 markets. Jasmine is waiting for something as simple as a text to change her child's life. Help us click send and maximize children's potential with Tembo.